Okay, folksy folks, let's do this thing. Welcome to our new challenge for this week called Headstyle. So if there of all the drills that we're going to do, I think this one in particular, I didn't want to do it week one because I wanted to prove to you how hard it is just to do something on a daily basis. But what we're going to do this time is we are going to I'm going to teach you a drill, which is going to get you really, really good at the most important skill that you can possibly have. If you're going to create a business, this skill is the skill for you to have. All right, so let's go and let's do this thing. And if you're watching this later, don't forget to like and subscribe. Fam. All right, let's get into it. First thing was I sent this one out in the email, but I just wanted to highlight Eldona's little post here from the group this week. You know, it was really I think it rammed home what I thought would happen and encapsulated the lesson that I am trying to teach here in this, because there are no shortcuts. Just my contention, the reality is, I think the vast majority of people literally don't have the capacity. They have the desire, they have the want, they have reasons to start and create a business, but they literally do not have the capacity to create a business yet. And that's after doing this for 15 odd years and teaching over 450,000 of you over that time. And that's no slight on you. If anything, it's bad on us as educators trying to teach you all how to do things, because you buy the course and you are under equipped to actually implement the course. You don't know how to do a course properly. You don't know all the different techniques that you use. You know, there are just assumptions made, including this challenge, this one about that. So what we're doing here, just like you're going to the gym and you go to the gym for, or do an activity every day to build on your health, this is what we're doing here to build on your entrepreneurial capacity. Now, it's something else, something that other people have asked too. Are we going to have a business at the end of this process? Of course you are. But the reality is that, and you'll see in a second, if you can't even, our first challenge was just putting one wow fact each day, and the fact didn't even have to be that wow. Just even posting one day, just posting one fact in a group was beyond the vast majority of people who signed up to the challenge. The vast majority of people didn't get it done. So that is the reality of this. It was funny. I was asked. I noticed there was a comment in the Facebook group, and if you're not a member of a Facebook group, obviously, if you're on here live now, you're all members of the Facebook group. But if you're watching this later on, maybe on YouTube or listening in the podcast, please join the Facebook group, because that's the base of where we're doing the challenges. Search for the new challenge, and you will see it there. But it's, one was, where's our daily reminder emails, of that? Well, one, none of you open your emails anyway. I don't open my emails, right? It's so last century. And two, if you need me to send out a daily reminder to do something that you're passionate about, if you're truly passionate about building a business, I can't help you. I mean, seriously, sorry. I'm here to work with the people who are deadly serious. And you can say you're deadly serious. You can type into the comments, "Oh, I'm deadly serious. I'm keen." Thumbs up, like, thumbs up, like. But it's your actions that reveal your intentions. And frankly, The vast majority of people who joined up the challenge in the very first week of the challenge did not do it. And so Yolanda was here, it was fantastic, creating big wow moments for your audience daily. Just a wow moment. Doesn't even have to be big, right? It doesn't even have to be big for your audience. Is a huge challenge. It's the only thing that will guarantee your internet success. Well, the wow facts in and of itself do not do that, right? They don't. They are the fuel by which you can create big ideas which generate headlines and do all those sorts of things. And because you're asked to, I saw that one of the best courses on the entire planet is a course called E5. I'm a huge fan of it. What it does and everything is neither here nor there. Not here to pitch courses. But the point being, a key part of that course is the concept of the big idea. And it's the place where most people fundamentally fall over. And the reason they fall over is not because Todd does a brilliant job of explaining what a big idea is, but because they literally do not have the fuel of wow facts and finding interesting, cool things, not only in your market, but just in the world in general. Instead, they're consumption machines. And that's not, again, not your fault. You're bred to be a consumption machine. This is a huge deal, with my kids. I say, and I can't wait for iOS 12, is, okay, I don't mind you watching YouTube, but you need to create 10 minutes of video a week for you to get your allowance to watch YouTube. Right? And we're all huge consumption beings. I need you to think about what you are doing, and I need you to turn from consumption to creation. And by doing these drills, guess what? That's where you get all of this process. Okay, so that is a key part of it. So, and Eldonna says here, I thought, oh, wow, it's significantly dumbed down this year's challenge and my brain script onto week 2 when the real challenge would start, although I'd still be playing along diligently, and that's awesome. And what a reality check I got when I started the hunt for amazing and relevant wow facts, and a lot of the lessons learnt beyond the way. Wax on, wax off. And that is the lesson that I want you to get, right? And this week, we're actually going to do the drill that we're doing this week is going to be highly, highly relevant. It's going to be really super relevant. The course doesn't matter, Christine. I'm not going to mention the course again because I'm not here to pitch courses. You're not ready for courses. You're not, right? We need to get you ready to be able to stand up on the surfboard. We need to be able to get you ready to be able, we need to teach you how to hold the violin, let alone play the violin, right? And you may be sitting there thinking, oh, but I know how to, I know how to hold the violin. Oh, this is boring. Well, really? Okay. Look at this chart. So you're ready to play the violin, huh? This is ridiculously sad. This is the stats from the very first week of the challenge. The very first week of the challenge. And people wonder why I'm slightly cynical. And that's cool. I fully expected this, right? I fully expected this, completely understood that this was the case, and I'm happy to do it because the people who managed to get here they're the ones I want to work with, right? Of all the, all the enthusiasm here. And again, remember I'm in the future, so the stats are moved across a little bit. All these people here, try hard. All talk, no action. These people here have a chance. Hashtag have a shot. And that's awesome, because that's who I'm doing the challenge for. People who have it, they have a shot. And that's awesome. You know, thumbs up. I'm very positive, you know, about that. And that is, you know, and that is part of the thing. But it's just part of the thing, you know, talky, action, action, action. A lot of people talky, not so much action, 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 right? So, and that's cool, and that's fine. But I'm not here to pump you up. I'm not here to send you reminder emails. Oh, let us get a reminder email so I can remember to do you. If I have to send you a reminder email each day, seriously, give us a break. You know, doesn't make sense. So, there you go. Oh, but I was on holidays. Oh, it was July the 4th. I don't care. Right? It literally took 3 minutes to do the challenge. 3 minutes. But that's the way. That's the way it is. That's so cool. So let's get on to the new challenge. For those of you who are here and watching this is a chance. And if this is your first week joining the challenge, well done. You can see that the vast majority of you are joining the challenge this week are unlikely to last the whole week. But for those of you who are here and you are serious and you are keen, then let me introduce you to our next challenge, which is Headstyle. Right? If there's one thing, there's one skill that you need to have starting any business, and I don't care what business it is, online, offline, inline, outline, it is the skill of copy, being able to write video, record audio, stream a compelling sales message for whatever product, service that you have is the core skill. Now, of that core skill, when you break down that, because that actually encompasses a huge amount of stuff, there is one thing in particular that is crucial beyond all else. And of course, that is the headline. The headline is so useful. Now, we're used to headlines on sales letters where, you see at the top of headlines on sales letters, but if you look at every single Facebook ad is effectively a headline and a picture, right? These headlines are the things that attract people's attention. And in this day and age, the caption on your Instagram post is a headline. Your tweet is a headline, right? Anything that you do is a headline. Even if you're doing a video, the first 10 seconds of that video either grab you or they don't. Great wow fact from last week, of course, was that our attention spans have gone down to that, as measured by Microsoft scientists, below that of the goldfish. Right? They have 8 seconds. We're about 7 seconds and falling. And that's just a protection mechanism because we're getting bombarded with so much stuff, right? We're getting bombarded with so much stuff. So that is it. So our ability to craft a headline, would you agree, is the #1 skill for any business. It doesn't matter whether you're doing a Craigslist post, whether you're doing an eBay post, whether you're advertising in your local newspaper, whether Yellow Pages, in the old days, but whether you're doing a leaflet, a postcard, a Google ad, a Facebook ad, a retargeting campaign, it doesn't matter what you are doing. A headline is the deal. Okay? A headline is the deal. So here we go. How are we going to do this? What is the challenge? Here we go. Pens out, everybody. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to find is a source for headlines. And I just realized I haven't created a post for this part yet. So what I want you to do, and this is where the collective can really help each other out, in just after I've finished this presentation, I'm going to create a post on the Facebook group, and it's going to be called Headline Resources. And I want you to, if you find a cool headline resource, just in the comments, post a good headline resource that you found. Now, you'll find there are a lot of headline resources which are effectively what we call in the biz Sage documents. In other words, they're documents that have been created to get your email. You may or may not choose to do that, but never lose your eyes on the prize. And at the end of this presentation, I'm going to show you the #1 tested place for headlines that are working right now. So at the end of this little short presentation, I'm going to show you the place that I personally would use to find these headlines. Now, the second thing you're going to be doing, and this is a technique that we'll return to again and again. I use these things all the time. All of my students in the academy know this very, very well, and that is the timer. Okay, the timer is a really big part of our process. The timer is the thing that in a day and age where we are looking for constraints, where we really don't have constraints, the timer is everything. Okay, we call it the Master Chef principle. Why? Because in all of those, those mystery boxes where they do all the cooking, I've watched thousands probably of hours of cooking shows where they basically lift up a box and they see, oh, look, you've got a beetroot, an egg, and some horseradish. You've got 10 minutes to create a dish to present to the judges. And I could probably count, of the thousands of those things I've watched, I could count on one hand with a couple of fingers chopped up where the contestant, the chef testant, does not present anything, provides a blank plate. There are plenty of times where what was on the plate was inedible, that's the word I was looking for, inedible, but they present something up. So this constraint is crucial. You need to use the timer, okay? Very, very important. So you got to set the timer for 10 minutes. Then this is the second part, it's part 3 to be exact, but this is the other technique that is so crucial. Don't do this, you're wasting the exercise. You must, with good old pen and paper, handwrite these headlines. Okay, you must handwrite these headlines. This is the most crucial element of this task. You are to handwrite the headlines. Okay, why? Because, well, Gary Halbert used to make me write out entire sales letters. That was the first thing that you had to do if you were a protege of Gary Halbert. You had to spend 2 weeks writing out every single sales letter that he'd ever written. And the RSI was unimaginable. But I used to think it was because he was being cruel, Danielson style, right? But he was really being Mr. Miyagi, because the science has now proven out what he tested, which is that the way to internalize something is to handwrite it out. If you type these things out, you will not internalize it, okay? You will not retain it as well as you handwrite it. And it's because we've been handwriting for hundreds of years, if not 1,000 years. We've been typing for about 10, 15, 20, maybe, depending on who you are. Now, maybe our kids may be able to do it from typing. They may have evolved enough. But right now, anybody watching this, you must handwrite out these things on pen and paper. Okay, so then guess what? The good news is all you have to do is each day, you'll notice day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. Day 1's the only one that's up there at the moment, so you don't get confused. Day 1 is up already, and all I want you to do after your 10 minutes of handwriting headlines is I want you to just put in the comments of each day how many headlines you hand wrote out inside the 10 minutes. Okay, so you're only allowed to do this for 10 minutes a day. No more, no less. Okay, and so you can see how many headlines you create in 10 minutes. And there's another lesson in that, which I'm going to talk more about on Thursday evening. Because you might notice right down the bottom here, I want you to handwrite headlines out from Monday to Thursday. Then what we're going to do is something really cool. It's going to be a bit of a wax on, wax off situation. So for those of you who've actually done this exercise for the first 4 days, on day 5, I'm actually going to do another broadcast here, and I'm going to show you a magic trick and show you the magic of what you have done over the last 4 days. Okay, so the challenge, so unlike last challenge where we just did exactly the same thing for 7 days, this week slightly different. Each week will be different. So you are going to, for the first 4 days, you're going to handwrite out headlines, as many headlines as you possibly can. Quantity wins, not quality, quantity wins. Headlines. Now, I would personally use quality headline sources, because if you're going to internalize headlines, why not internalize good headlines? Doesn't that make sort of sense? Headlines that work as opposed to just headlines. Okay, so that is a key element of what we're talking about here. Headlines can be about anything, any topic imaginable. I'm going to show you in a minute my source of headlines, because they're proven headlines, like they are literally working as we speak headlines. It's my favorite spot to explore them. But that is what we're going to be doing. Now, as I promised you each week, I am not going to leave you hanging, right? I'm not going to say, Mr. Miyagi style, I'm not going to get you to wax the cars and paint the fence and polish the floor, right? I'm not going to get you to do all of those things without knowing why you're doing it. Just the same as this week. And this really should be, I'd like to think, even more self-evident than last week. Headlines are crucial. Every single element of your business requires a headline and requires you getting attention. So by doing the drill, and what I'm going to show you this week, of which the first 4 days is only the first part of it, and then we're going to do the second part on Thursday night. We're going to have our second thing. So for the rest of the 3 days, then what we're going to be able to do is, if we're looking at the process, you need to get good at doing headlines, because every single element of a business requires being good at a headline. And so to me, that skill of getting good at doing headlines is really crucial. So the drill, this is how you build a bustle. This is how you play the violin. This is how you're going to get good at headlines. And I'll pretty much guarantee, and a lot of you will have done courses who are watching this, you've probably never done headline drills before. It's pure quantity that is going to make the difference for you here. That's the reality of this, and that is why. So, as a final thing that we should be doing, Kenneth asks, should we be thinking about our niche? Of course, you should be thinking about your niche at all times. But for right now, I want you to copy good headlines. And a good headline is irrespective of niche. It doesn't make a difference. I use the same headline across multiple niches. I just make little changes, right? So, of course, you should be thinking about your niche, right? You absolutely should. But this way, we're practicing headlines, which doesn't require you to have a niche at all, frankly. Indeed, just wait till you see the magic on Thursday night. Now, I'm seeing some discussion about index cards. Gary Halbert is and as you'll see, Gary Halbert used to teach me to write the headlines on 3x5 cards. For the purposes of this exercise, it does not matter. You don't have to go out and get 3x5 cards. You can use a pad and paper, but it must be handwritten. That's the only thing that you need to do. Okay, so now I am going to talk to you. Oh, Stan's asking, any info on the Ask Method workshop? Not sure how you found out about that, but stay tuned for some information later on about that. Not this week. Let's focus on writing headlines. Okay, so let's show you my favorite source of headlines. And it is here. It is ClickBank, right? Now, you've got to understand, okay, please, warning, warning, alert, 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 okay? The best marketers on the planet are creating offers in here that will potentially garner your attention, right? Please don't spend money. Please go in here with the intention of copying headlines. Don't get stuck. Sorry, don't get sucked in, okay? This is not teaching you about the, don't think about using this as an affiliate thing. By the way, promoting other people's stuff as an affiliate is not a business. Newsflash, okay? Right, so don't worry about becoming an affiliate. That's not what we're talking about. We're here because this is the best resource on the planet of headlines that are working right now. And the headlines are working so well that they're being constantly ripped off by other people, right? Because it's all in public, okay? So that's what I want to set you up for. Okay, so let's show you, but here's the thing. There's a hidden thing that you need to know for you to really get the best headlines, okay? So here we go. So the first thing that we're going to do is we want to pick affiliate marketplace, okay? That's the first place we want to go. We don't want to look where the punters are looking because that doesn't tell us our useful information. So you'll see this page. This is the affiliate marketplace. And then what you will see is you'll see categories. Now, of course, if you have already picked a market, you know the market that you're going to build your business in, then guess what? You're going to go to that category, all right? You're going to pick that category. All these categories have products, right, which are for sale, all right, which is really, really interesting. But the best part about it is this. If you don't have a category, if you don't have a market in mind yet, and that's totally cool. Have I said anything about you having a market yet? No, not at all. What I want you to do, and is Ed playing chess or checkers by getting us to look at headlines in a marketplace like this of things that are actually working right now, in niches that are working right now, where people are making, if you're number one in any of these niches, you're bringing in over $100,000 every single week. I wonder if Ed is playing chess and not checkers. So we go to ClickBank. Is there a link? Somebody's asking. Type ClickBank, clickbank.com, or search for ClickBank, please. All right, follow along. Okay, so if you don't have a market yet, I personally think you should go into the hardest, most competitive market on the planet. Okay, so I would pick something like health and fitness, right? Because this is the most hardcore of the most hardcore, okay? And all of a sudden you get results. Now, what's a fantastic, so each of these along here, so if we just scroll up here, so all of these are different products and they've got all sorts of different stats and bits of things. Each one of these, flat belly, yoga burn, lean belly breakthrough, blah, 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 right? All cool. Here's the secret. Watch the power move. I'm about to do the power move, so please watch carefully. I want to sort results by gravity. Because this will tell you literally right now what is having the most success in sales. Okay, right now, what is doing best in this category on ClickBank? Okay, that is very powerful. So where do I get my headline? Well, I'm glad you asked. So you just tap on the headline, the top headline at the top, and that will take you to the site. And of course, the headline is "To the woman constantly giving into her hunger cravings." By the way, that is a classic 1930s headline. "Discover the secret West African red tea proven to stop hunger cravings in their tracks and help you shed 1 pound of fat every 72 hours. Boom. Handwrite that sucker out. Oh, look, interesting. There is a pop-up here. Oh, okay, cool. But let's go back because we're writing headlines here. Or are we? Okay, oh, unlock your hip flexors. Let's have a look. Another headline: "The hidden survival muscle in your body missed by modern physicians that kept millions of men and women defeated by pain, frustrated with belly fat, and struggling to feel energized every day." Right. Then we go back. The 2-week diet. I hope you choose other categories as well. Particularly if you've already got a market in mind, you should use that market. The reason I like health and fitness is it's so highly competitive. The 2-week diet, a foolproof science-based system that's guaranteed to melt away all your unwanted stubborn body fat in just 40 days, no matter how hard you've tried before. The Fat Decimator. Where's Virgin? Oh, where's? Now notice they're all using headlines here to try to attract affiliates, because guess what? The people who create the affiliate products are people who do very well. Video reveals the one veggie you must avoid tonight to lose your belly fat forever. Ex-Marine reveals the one veggie you need to stop eating to lose 1 pound of belly fat every 72 hours. What's that vegetable? What is it? Oh my God, I don't know what that is. Oh no. The big diabetes lie. Are you smelling what The Rock is cooking? This is how we do it. Doctors release urgent blood sugar and insulin bulletin for type 2 diabetics, pre-diabetics, and anyone with high blood sugar. Oh no, it's a bulletin. It's urgent. Oh my God, I need to look immediately. No, what you need to do is immediately write that baby down. Because the beauty of these headlines and all of the headlines on here in ClickBank particularly, and remember the magic power move, don't forget it, sort the results by gravity, because that tells you what's working right now. That's what we want, all right? Right now is what we want. That's what's working. Okay, so that's the key, and that is how we want to do this, okay? So let's just recap. Okay, so we're going to find headlines to copy. I suggest ClickBank. ClickBank.com. You go into the affiliate section of ClickBank. Don't forget, affiliate section. The affiliate marketplace, to be exact. Okay, and then you sort by gravity. My favorite John Mayer song. Sort by gravity. Gravity. Sort by gravity. You are then going to set a timer for you're going to set a timer for 10 minutes. and you are going to copy headlines for 10 minutes, as many as you possibly can. This is a quantity game. Okay, this is a game of quantity. So you're going to copy as many as you can. And then on the corresponding day, you are going to type in on the post, simply do a post, which is hit like, so it's sort of like registers you've done it for the day. And then in the comments, just put the number of headlines you wrote. Could be 3, could be 5, could be 10. Could be 2, could be whatever, how many headlines you did. Write that. Sharon asks, can we abbreviate? Absolutely not. No frickin' way do you abbreviate. You write it out. Because what's the point of do abbreviated headlines sell? No. These are guaranteed $100,000, well, if you use ClickBank's ones, these are $100,000 a week making sites. Right? If they're number one in that category, they're easily making $100,000 plus a week. You do not deviate from the headlines that they have under any circumstances. You write it word for word, punctuation mark for punctuation mark. They're all there for a reason. And Leslie says, do I copy other headlines, not create my own? No. Did I say anything about creating your own headlines? No. I said copy headlines which work, proven headlines that work. All right. That is the challenge for today and tomorrow and the next day and all the way through till Thursday, where on Thursday, we're going to have another broadcast. So for the rest of the week and the weekend, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to get you to do something slightly different. All right. With that, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that little bell so you get notifications, all those different sorts of things. During the week, I give updates, right? During the week, I give updates on how the challenge is going and little notes and little bits of feedback. And this is an opportunity, unlike last week, where we're getting you to post each day because that was part of the discipline of the deal. This week, I'd be very interested for you to post your impressions of the exercise, what you're learning after the couple of days, you know, those sorts of things, because we're here to support each other as well. So if you've got any questions or anything like that, please put them into the group. If you want me to see them, make sure you tag, okay? So tagging in Facebook is as simple as using an @ symbol and then typing Ed space Dale, right? And you'll see my name pop up, hit that, and that'll tag me in and I will see that. All the timings and everything for Thursday, I'll send you closer to the time. I'll let you know in the group itself. And of course, I'll record it because time zone wise, when we tend to do these, it's not very friendly for Europeans. So sorry about that. With that, thanks very much, everybody. Been awesome for you to be there, be here. Thank you for spending the time. And for those of you who got in the challenge last week, congratulations. You were a very rare and diligent bunch, and you're the people that are going to go somewhere, which is super exciting. And this is an opportunity. Now the slate is wiped clean. You know, you will be able to literally start again this week. I don't care what happened last week. I don't care what happened in your life, right? The only thing I can affect, the only thing you can affect is what we do forward from this day onwards. So you can choose right now to participate in this challenge. Do it. It's 10 minutes every day, right? It's just 10 minutes. Well, it's actually 10 minutes for the first 4 days, right? 10 minutes for the next 4 days. Like if you can't find 10 minutes in the next 4 days, it's talking about wanting to create a business. It's not actually really deep down in your DNA wanting to create a business, because if you don't talk about it, we don't think about it, we do the drills. All right, with that, love you, and we will speak real soon. Ciao for now.